Hey YouTube, it's your girl Chic from Chic Say What. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party Starlights tonight. I want to talk about, let's see, her name. We're going to talk about Royce Reed. Some of you may recall Royce Reed being on the reality television show Basketball Wives. Um, I would say she pretty much was on the show, like, when it first hit the scene. That's kinda back, like, when I watched it. After she left, I kinda, like, fell off. I don't even know if that's even still a show today, to be honest, but Royce, was on that show. She, at the time, was, just known on there as the baby mother of the basketball star, Dwight Howard, and she was also known as being I think at that time, maybe a former cheerleader. I don't think she was cheerleading at that time. But nevertheless, Royce Reed was on that show, and she has recently hit the news for not a not a so good, I guess. Listen, they say bad publicity is better than no publicity, but I'm willing to bet that sis would rather not have this publicity. So she's in the media because it's alleged that her son, who is, from what I've learned, he's 13, he's been accused of uh, sexually assaulting other boys, in particular, I guess Royce Reed's current boyfriend's son. I don't know if they still together now with all of this going down, but it's just crazy. It's just like, what? When I heard about it, I'm like, okay, help me understand this. It just sounds just crazy, because I was seeing the headlines about her, quote unquote, being arrested, but not really understanding why. So, fast forward to present time, I've learned why, and it's just like, oh, snap. So I want to come on my platform tonight just to talk about it, just to share some information that's out there pertaining to this disturbing situation. If you have joined, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. But yeah, we're going to get into it. It's a pretty serious topic, and it's very disheartening. I am going to be sensitive to the fact that, we are talking about children, and when you have a child demonstrating such, I don't know if we want to use the word heinous behavior, disturbing behavior, you can't help but to wonder what has taken place in this child's life that has resulted in them demonstrating such disturbing behavior. So we're going to get into that tonight. Please definitely, drop a comment. Let me know, your thoughts as I discuss this story, because I really want to know your thoughts on this. Me being a parent, it's a topic to where, I'm looking at it just from just the standpoint of just being the parent of a child who basically has some psychological, emotional things going on with them. And although I can't relate to anything remote to what Royce is going through, with any of the three kids I have, but she's not the first person who has dealt with, I guess, a child who has, I guess we'll just say, issues. So I want to get into just the history of Royce, who is Royce. And also, I learned that, her son kind of has been feeling a certain type of way due to the lack of involvement that his father has played in his life. So again, when you deal with kind of, mental health, when you get to the root cause of a lot of situations, one of them that's definitely present is the poor relationship that this young boy has with his father. So, you know how we do it over here. I'm going to share my screen and I want to get into just because I just want to give some background as to who uh, Royce is. So, this is the sun.com and it says basketball wives shock who is Royce Reed and why was she arrested. So Reed rose to fame in 2010 after appearing on a VH1 reality series Basketball Wives. In March 2022, she made headlines after it was revealed that she had been arrested and now fans want to know why. So this is Royce, very beautiful, little petite thing. She does a lot of TikTok videos with dancing. I did see on her Instagram, she had, a video I seen that was cute with her son. So we'll eventually make our way over there so you can see kind of what her Instagram page is looking like. So who is Royce Reed? Reed is known as an American actress and reality TV personality. She famously starred in Basketball Wives in 2010 to 2013 and then started a career in acting, appearing in films First Lady and Call Time. Outside of the entertainment industry, Reed is famously known for her previous relationship with Los Angeles Lakers star Dwight Howard. In 2007, the former couple welcomed their son together, who is 14 years old. So, why was Reed arrested? On March 11, 2022? That's today. It was revealed that Reed had turned herself into the police in Orange County, Florida. According to documents obtained by Radar, the reality star was charged with child neglect, a third-degree felony. So, also the article also goes on to say the case reportedly involves her son, who was ordered by a judge to stay away from kids 2 years younger than him without an adult. Reed's son allegedly violated the judge's orders, and Reed was arrested as a result, the media outlet reports. Wow. The charges come almost a decade after Reed went to child services and accused Howard of whipping their son. In 2014, Howard confessed to using a belt on his son. However, he reportedly did not think anything was wrong as he used it as a form of discipline, one he had received when he was younger. TMZ reports the case was later dismissed after investigation determined that the injuries depicted in the photos that Reed produced were not from the belt. Wow. So, yeah. So I don't know if any of you as I was researching this story, I came across an article that talked about Royce's son blasting his father. And this article was back in 2020. So I'm going to share my screen to kind of show that, to show you, this letter, or post or whatever he did, talking about his father and the sentiments that he has about his dad. So this is from the All About the Tea website, allaboutthetea.com. It says basketball wife star Royce Reed's son blasts NBA's Dwight Howard for being a deadbeat dad. So this is a picture of Royce and her son. He looked like he was definitely younger, much younger. I think they saying he's 14 now. So he was younger here. So it says the 12-year-old son of Basketball Wives star Royce Reed is sounding off against his father, Dwight Howard. The preteen took to Instagram Live over the weekend to blast his father as a deadbeat dad who rarely communicates with his children. Braylon begged his father for attention in the heartbreaking video before blasting the NBA star. So it looks like this was posted October 27, 2020. So that was about a year and a half ago. So this is the post. Let's see what it's saying. A lot of things broke my heart, but fixed my vision. Read that again. And it says, from my brother, mom, my dad ain't a real dad. He don't even talk to me, and he knows I'm sad and need him. I'm almost 13, so I can talk now. Then it says, imagine watching the love of your life or someone you care or cared about become a terrible parent, ignore their child's emotional needs for the sake of ego and pride, and literally leave their other child to be taken care of by a babysitter for, say, 2 months. Imagine they ignore their children and neglect speaking to them. Would you root for them if they won anything? Would you support that person publicly? So the article goes on to say, let's see, quote, "You don't talk to me, you don't call me, you don't try to," Braylon said in the emotional plea. "You never call me. And when we speak, you never like talking to me. You're never around. As of right now, I hate you, and I'm not saying this because someone told me to. I actually hate you," Braylon tearfully told his NBA dad. So clearly we're dealing with a boy, a young man who's crying out for help. Dwight Howard reportedly has 5 children with 5 different women. Royce accused Dwight of abusing the son in October 2014, and while the claim did not result in charges, Dwight did admit to disciplining Braylon with a belt. Dwight's personal life made headlines in March after the mother of his son, David, Melissa Rios, passed away after suffering an epileptic seizure. So, yeah, this definitely goes to show that there's a history there with this young man being in a not so good place. Now, has that resulted in suddenly him becoming, what would you call him, a predator? Can a child be a predator? Like, I don't know, y'all. So I want to share another article because I think it goes into more detail about the charges and the specifics surrounding the case. So let me see. This is over on radaronline.com. So it reads, "Basketball Wives star Royce Reed released from jail after turning herself into police on child neglect charges. Quote, I was scared." So the article, this was posted today, March 11, 2022, and it says, "One day after Basketball Wives star Royce Reed turned herself into the police on child neglect charges, she is speaking out about the ordeal. Quote, I shouldn't even have to deal with or address this," the reality star wrote on Instagram on March 11th. "I did not get arrested. I turned myself in because I had to. And second, talked to my attorney, asked for the picture. I was scared as ish and was crying like a baby the whole time. I'm not about that life, but I did it and we're going to get through this." She also captioned the post, "I'm ready to get back to doing comedy reels and TikToks. But until then, talk to my attorney, Andrea Black." So this is her. As Radar exclusively reported, Reed was charged with the neglect of a child, which is a third degree felony. The case involves her 14-year-old son, Braylon, whom she shares with athlete Dwight Howard. According to the documents, police state Braylon is working on issues with professionals due to past incidents. Braylon was supposed to follow certain rules which were set by a judge, but he didn't comply, and now his mother is being blamed. The judge cited that he could not hang out with kids 2 years younger than him without an adult. Braylon was interviewed by the police about the accusations. During the chat, he was asked the last time he saw his father. The report states Braylon said the last time was when he was in town for a basketball game, which was a while ago. Braylon claimed he had been in touch with the athlete, but they haven't spoken ever since they got into a fight. Reed and Howard have been in the spotlight before as they fought over custody and child support. In 2014, the basketball star was in hot water when it was reported that he had whipped his son with a belt, leaving him with bruises on his leg. Uh-oh. Let's see. So this is the Braylon's father, Dwight Howard, professional basketball player. Reed went to child services in Florida, and Howard did admit he hurt his son, but the case was eventually dropped. Quote, it's no coincidence that these false allegations were leaked on the heels of Dwight's filing for major custody of his son. Howard's rep said at the time, quote, it is troubling to see mother use her son as a pawn against his father, and that Dwight will do whatever is necessary to protect the child's welfare and best interests. Reed fired back, writing, the case is not closed and he is and was not cleared. The investigation is still open as he refuses to speak to the police. So whoever these reps are that are trying to slander me, just know the gloves are off and I'm not the one to play with when it comes to my son. That is all. So this is Royce. So as we see, there is a history of dysfunction, within I guess this family within this co-parenting situation. So to know that this young man is kind of going through some things is no surprise because he's not been raised in a healthy situation, and kids handle stress, dysfunction in a different manner. And the background of what I'm hearing as far as, with some of the charges pertaining to the abuse is that allegedly Royce's son was inappropriate with her boyfriend's child, her boyfriend's son. And from there on, allegedly Royce's son, Braylon, has admitted to being inappropriate with other boys. And he says allegedly when he's angry or upset, that's when he kind of does inappropriate things so let me go ahead. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you her Instagram. Like I said, Royce is known for doing like a lot of TikTok videos and just, I guess, feel good type content. So this is Royce Reed's Instagram. And this is that post that she posted. This was 12 hours ago, where she said, I shouldn't even have to deal with or address this. One, I did not get arrested. I turned myself in because I had to talk to my attorney. As for the picture, I was scared as shit and was crying like a baby the whole time. I'm not about that life, but I did it and we're going to get through this. So that was what she posted 12 hours ago. So this is her social, this is her Instagram, and she likes to do videos. And there was one that I came across with her and her son. So
I'm pulling up on you.
This one.
Let
me turn the music off. I don't want any problems. So says, good morning. Don't get it twisted. I smile and mind my business, but I'll still pull up about mine. So she added, Braylon Howard is officially starting to tower me though, and I don't like it. So, I mean, this was November 13th, 2021. So, I mean, it's just a sad story to report on, but this is the situation. As she said, she's ready to get back to doing her TikToks because, that's what she enjoys doing. But sis got a whole situation on her hands. And according to what these charges are, I guess she didn't do her part when it came to her protecting other children from her son. Allegedly, her son is actually has been in a program such that's been helping him, with his emotional, traumas and issues that he got going on. But yeah, these are the charges. So this is what we got thus far. If any more information breaks pertaining to this situation, I will definitely, come back and report on it if it's something that's, worthwhile with trying to update you all. But yeah, this is the situation. It's just unfortunate. So, hopefully, I don't know what to say, with this one because, her child, Royce's child is a minor, but the people who he's alleged to have violated are also minors. So it's just a sad situation all the way around. So just sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. But yeah, talk to me. Let me know your thoughts pertaining to this situation. Do you feel like Royce is not at fault for what her son has done? Any of these claims that are made against him? Do you feel like, okay, kids do things, she can't be around for everything, or do you feel like, okay, she is the parent, the judge say, hey, your child's not around to be around children 2 years younger than him, and you fail to make sure that happened? You still, allowed for him, or didn't ensure that he wasn't around younger children that are 2 years younger than him? Let me know, like, what do you think? Because this is a deep one, y'all. Anytime you're dealing with the babies, the kids, and then I showed how, the son has cried out, for, help or attention from his father, on social media. This young man is really hurting, and he definitely need counseling. I haven't heard any comments or anything made, from the father. As it said on the internet, daddy got 5 kids by 5 different women. So listen, he's slanging that he's slanging that thing, he all over, and he's not, from what it's looking like, and what they're saying is his lack of involvement in Braylon's life. He's making these babies, but he's not exactly being the father he should be, at least to Braylon. I don't know what's going on with the other 4, but from what we're seeing, Braylon is alleging, listen, my daddy, he ain't trying to be a part of my life. I don't see him, and I'm feeling a way about it, rightfully so. So let me know your thoughts. So until the next broadcast, peace.